This is Breaking Ground and I'm Hina Gambhir. Viewers, let's get started with top 5 stories that we are going to be getting for you over the next 60 minutes in this special edition of Breaking Ground this Thursday evening. Sonia Gandhi honors ex-Chile President Michelle with the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. BJP points at her anti-India bias and also slams the Congress for rolling out red carpet for Jagdish Tytler at the event. Is Congress living up to the Muslim League Maoist Congress tag? Then, weeks after Karur tragedy that claimed 41 lives, actor and TVK chief Vijay gearing up to resume his statewide election outreach, this time under a new, carefully recalibrated weekday schedule. We'll tell you everything about it in Breaking Ground this evening. Story number 3, Umar Nabi isn't the first terrorist with Al-Falah links. In 2007, Indian Mujahideen terrorist and the man behind 2008 serial blast, Mirza Shadab Beg, also passed out of Al-Falah with an engineering degree. That's a Times Now exclusive. As SIR panic triggers exodus of illegal Bangladeshis in Bengal, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee issues a sharp warning to the Election Commission. She calls SIR dangerous and deeply alarming. Times Now on Breaking Ground gets you a reality check from the border areas of Bengal. And lastly, a 16-year-old boy studying in a top school in central Delhi dies by suicide after jumping in front of a metro after alleging that his teachers subjected him to prolonged mental harassment. His suicide note is heartbreaking. That's another story we'll be telling you about in Breaking Ground this evening. But viewers, the big focus that we have for you is what exactly is the Congress party's idea of mohabbat? What is their definition of peace? Because in the last 24 hours, 2 decisions, both made by the Gandhi family, have raised some serious questions about the values they claim to stand for. First, the decision to present the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize to Michelle, former Chilean president, who during her tenure as UN Human Rights Commissioner lectured India on human rights, misrepresented the situation in Kashmir. Not just that, she also echoed global left's propaganda against our country. And second, at the same event, Congress party gives a special front row seat to riot-tainted Jagdish Tytler. Can you believe it? A man whose name is etched into one of India's darkest chapters, the 1984 riots. Now here's what Sonia Gandhi said about Michelle before presenting her with the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize for Peace and Disarmament and Development Award.
Former President Michelle Bachelet has seen at first hand loss, oppression, torture, and exile in her early years. She continued to break barriers, becoming Chile and Latin America's first female defense minister, and made history when she was elected president of her country on 2 separate occasions. So it is indeed an honor for the Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust to confer the Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development 2024 on President Michelle Bachelet.
Now, BJP has launched a scathing attack on the Congress party. Number of leaders from the BJP have come out and targeted the Congress party on these 2 issues. Attack number 1, Bachelet pushed anti-India narrative. This is what Amit Malviya has said. He's also said that her tenure at UN was marked with anti-India bias that was clearly visible. It was there for everyone to see, not just in India, but across the world. Congress is celebrating and awarding an India baiter. That's another attack coming in from the BJP. Attack number 4, pro-Islamist narrative aligns with the ecosystem. This is what he said. He's also said targeted India under guise of minority rights. And despite that, Congress party is giving this kind of an honor to the former Chilean president. And also, Amit Malviya has said that she tried to intrude into India's internal affairs. A rebuttal went from India's side as well, from Ministry of External Affairs, when she tried to speak about CAA, when she tried to intervene in India's internal matters. Attack number 7, she falsely accused India of marginalizing Muslims. There have been number of occasions where she has targeted India, and Congress party now, BJP says, is avoiding its ideological companions. Congress party has found another ally who also hates the country. This is the attack of the BJP. BJP also launched a stinging attack on the Congress over the presence of 1984 anti-Sikh riots accused Jagdish Tytler at the same event. And this is the picture, viewers, from that event. You can see Jagdish Tytler sitting, here in the front row as far as this event is concerned. BJP is questioning the Congress party for rolling out this red carpet for Jagdish Tytler, whose role in 1984 anti-Sikh riots still haunts the victims of the brutal pogrom. BJP IT cell chief Amit Malviya has said that the Gandhi family continues to patronize and legitimize Tytler because as a party it has neither remorse nor regret for the 1984 riots. Now, it's not just Amit Malviya. There are others as well who have reacted to this picture coming in from this event of the Congress party. Sample some more reactions.
They promote and patronize Jagdish Tytler, the person who has been accused of Sikh massacre. Courts have framed charges against him. High Court has allowed trial against him. This Jagdish Tytler has been given front row seat in the Indira Peace Award program by Congress Party in Jawahar Bhavan, which was given out by Sonia Gandhi.
Jagdish Tytler has not been punished by any court so far. Until and unless someone is punished in the eyes of law, is known an innocent person.
This is the nature of the Congress party's politics. The most corrupt are awarded certificates of honesty. Virulent and violent leaders who have orchestrated riots are celebrated as beacons of peace. People who have contributed to generations being subjected to poverty, they are hailed as heroes of a civilization.
Joining us on the broadcast this evening are my guests. We have Jasmine Sandvalia, who is spokesperson of the BJP, Nikhil Chandwani, who is an author. Also on the broadcast is Kapil Madan, advocate and political analyst. Good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us on this debate. Now, Kapil Madan, I want to begin this discussion with you because there are two issues that we are looking at. First one, Congress party rolling out a red carpet for Jagdish Tytler and accused in the anti-Sikh riots. Second is Congress giving Indira Gandhi Peace Prize to Chile's ex-president. BJP's charge is that these two prove that Congress party is both anti-Sikh and anti-India. Your reaction?
Well, I think this does not have any kind of logical or factual base, because let me tell you very, very clearly, I was there at the event. I could not find even a single person who actually facilitated Mr. Tytler in the program. And let me say that once again, what you've said is, BJP tries to accuse him and tries to level several allegations against him, but the fact of the matter is that the person has not been convicted by any court of law. BJP is free to make acquisition, and that's what they do time and again, and sometimes without there being any kind of factual basis. That's their prerogative. Now the second issue is that they've chosen, and they're saying that the Chile's former president is anti-India, or she has been vocal, or she has made any critical remark against any of our policies. So let me just say one thing here. If you just do a simple research on her, she in the past has also criticized Pakistan, and she has spoken against several nations, etc. On the policy issues, she hails from the United Nations. You just do a background check on her. Right. She has worked at the United Nations, and she's during her tenure at the United States. Of course, as a global leader, you will have occasion where you will critically examine any particular policy. And if criticizing any policy of the government of India, if that makes you anti national. Then when BJP was in opposition, they were also, opposing policies formed by the...
I will get Ms. Jasmine to respond to the points you have made. But before that, I quickly want your reaction on the specific thing you mentioned. You were also present at this particular event. You said nobody facilitated. I mean, that's not what we are talking about. We are talking about him being given an entry into this kind of an event. And one second, hear me out first. You were talking about her tenure at the United Nations Human Rights Council. I mean, the statements that she had made against the country, they were used by Pakistan to target India. There was a specific response that had come in from Ministry of External Affairs when she tried to meddle into India's affairs on CAA. And yet you have a political party, a national party, which is felicitating that same person with a peace prize. I mean, come on. What are you trying to even justify here, Kapil Madan?
Hina, let's be rational and let's analyze the statement in the right context, in the right perspective. Let me first respond to Mr. Tytler's comment. Your opening narration said that there was a red carpet, etc. from Mr.
Why was he invited? Why was he invited? Have you not seen the testimonies? Have you not seen the testimonies, the eyewitness accounts that came in July this year only?
Madam, allow me to complete. It was an open event. Even you could have attended. Several media houses attended that event. It's not that a person was a chief guest or a person was facilitated at the event.
So,
it was an open event.
Jasmine, anybody can really go to that event and sit in the row ahead of some prominent Congress leaders, because behind him, we could see very big Congress leaders sitting. So anybody can just walk in and sit wherever they want to, even if it's the front row. Congress party will welcome you with open arms. This is what Kapil Madan is trying to say. Please respond.
No, what I am trying to say, I've already said.
Mr. Madan, let me also talk on this show. First of all, by honoring someone of her stature who has taken repeatedly anti-India stances in the UN from she was the UN commissioner. She has repeatedly spoken against India, and for Sonia Gandhi and the Congress party to honor her with this phenomenal peace prize reflects the ideology of the Congress party and the first family of the Congress, that is the Gandhis. Then they roll out for Mr. Madan to say that anybody can walk into that auditorium and come and sit in the first row. Please let me know. You are a senior ranker. Now, you know that these places are given out to the most prominent people. This was a very nice function which was organized. There was a big hoo-ha about the prize ceremony. And for Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, what is she trying to say? Unfortunately, I want to say in 1984, I was studying in Simla and I'm a Sikh woman. What we went through, the genocide against the Sikhs, and to say, for the Congress to say that because he's not convicted, he is still innocent, it is a shame on Congress and it's a shame on the Gandhi family.
And Nikhil, this despite the fact that there are testimonies, there are eyewitness accounts. Of course, the case is going on.
And it's a shame on the Gandhis.
Nikhil Chandwani.
Absolutely, ma'am. I agree with Jasmine.
Kapil, 1 second. I'll give you time for a rebuttal. Yes, Nikhil first.
I agree with Jasmine, ma'am. Michelle, she built her entire UN tenure on targeting India, recycling Pakistani propaganda on Kashmir, and pushing fabricated Islamophobia claims. And who is celebrating her the loudest? Congress, because she did exactly what Congress is doing every day. Congress is attacking India, whitewashing Islamist crimes, weaponizing minority narratives and undermining Bharat internationally. And let me remind Congress of one truth they are running away from, the truth drenched in the blood of innocents. It's the 1984 riots, the worst massacre of Sikhs in independent India. There were thousands who died, who were killed, and it was possibly the darkest time in the nation. And Jagdish Tytler, accused of leading the mobs, was sitting right in the front row during the ceremony. A party that protected Tytler for decades, a party that refused justice to an entire community, tonight pretends to be a global guardian of peace. And here is the ultimate hypocrisy that I want to add. Just days ago, a Sikh woman from India on a pilgrimage to Pakistan was kidnapped and is feared to have been forcefully converted. And yet, no one from the opposition has uttered a single word, not a single line, not a single tweet Nothing. Why? Because speaking against Pakistan, it doesn't fit Congress ka script. Speaking for Sikhs doesn't fit their selective human rights template. And criticize Islamist radicals might upset their international echo chamber. Yes, this is an international echo chamber that Congress has created. And this is the same Congress that abandoned Sikhs in 1984, ignored Kashmiri Pandits, mocked Indian soldiers, sided with foreign lobbies, echoed Pakistan's talking points, and rewarded anti-India UN bureaucrats.
Okay. Kapil Madan, before you respond to what has been said by Jasmine and by Nikhil, I want to ask you, you're a very senior advocate, a very respected professional. Did you get an invitation for this event, or you just walked in? As you mentioned, it was an open event.
I again very, I would just like to reiterate, it was an open event. Anyone.
No, I have asked you a very specific question. Did you receive an invitation? One second, Kapil, step by step.
No, I have not. No, I have not received an invitation. I went there. I went there because I knew this was a program happening on the Congress party. But nevertheless,
and you believe that, like you, even Jagdish Tytler did not really receive an invitation card. He just walked in.
I don't speak on behalf of Mr. Tytler. I can only speak on my behalf. And let me just, respond to what my good friend Nikhil and Jasmine ji has said. Now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to, put emotion where emotions are not required, and they're just trying to.
What are you saying? What are you even talking about? Emotions are not required. What are you even talking about, Kapil Madan? If you hear 1984 riots, I mean, it brings goosebumps. It brings memories back among people who have been the victims of those riots and their family members. How are you saying emotions are not involved?
No. Hina, what I'm trying to say here is, from the last 11 years, BJP government is there at the center. They have control of the agencies. The Delhi police is with them. What I'm trying to say is, it is one thing to level allegation. It is quite another thing to do and prove those allegations during the course of the trial.
Okay, Jasmine, I want to give you the last word. Allegation, according to him, has not been proved, and hence he's not guilty. He's just like any other Congress politician. Jasmine.
Jasmine ji can respond. What I am trying to say...
Jasmine, I don't have a lot of time. Closing comments, Jasmine.
Hina, I want to talk as an Indian and as a human being. It is coincidental that I come from a Sikh family. I just want to say that for the Congress to park Jagdish Tytler in the first row tells us that what their ideology is, what they believe in. They loved killing us, they loved butchering us, and they meddled with the police. They meddled with all the evidence. Our women were raped, our women were butchered, our sons were killed, and it's a shame on the Gandhis.
All right, we'll leave it there. Of course, we're going to be tracking the story very closely ahead as well. For now, completely out of time. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us on this debate. Moving on, viewers, you would recall the September 27 Karur tragedy. 41 innocent lives were lost.